Does anyone want to tell me where Joey Logano is here? Where is your 2024 NASCAR Cup Series champion if we use an actually decent points format? Oh wait, he's in 11th. He's in 11th. And now, let's go to NASCAR official website. Let's see, Joey Logano. Oh, baby, baby, baby. Yeah, let's look at these championship results, shall we? Let's look. Okay, that's just the race results. This right here is what I want to see. Now, let's look at the owner's points. Well, this can play out. I just want to see what were. Let's Google this. 2024 points NASCAR points format. Point standings, rather. Without playoffs. Let's see. This might... No, Reddit. I trust Reddit more than I trust USA Today. So, this is 2024. Don't care about that. That's non-playoffs. It's not gonna show it to me, I guess. But, well, here. Let's see where... Back at the Roval. So this is the best research I've got. Joey Logano, your 2024 NASCAR Cup Series champion, is 15th in points. 15th. My brother in Christ, when are we... Oh my god, excuse me. When are we gonna wake up and smell the roses? Because this is a load of bullshit. This is just bullshit. This is all this is. Steve Phelps, Steve O'Donnell love where the sport is going. The fans don't. We don't want to see the driver who's 15th in points, 11th in the Winston, who wins the championship. The same guy who got eliminated in the round of 12 won the championship. Like, I just don't get what we're doing here anymore. Like, why? Like, I even like Joey Logano, for Christ's sake. I think he's a decent guy. I met the fella, but like, oh my god. What are we doing here anymore? Like, don't even tell me he would have done well in the chase format, because he would have missed in the chase format. Like... Well, guys, apologies for the long intro, but I'm just very disappointed. This is the sport I love. That's gone... It's just decided to throw itself under the rabbit hole of Game 7 finishes. We're forgetting Games 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. That's what makes Game 7s so special. 2016, the Warriors and the Cavaliers. Did that go all the way to Game 7 from the very first tip of the basketball? No! The Warriors went 3-1 up after 4 games, and the Cavaliers made a historic comeback. Like... like the 2024 Stanley Cup. The Florida Panthers went up 3-0 on the Edmonton Oilers. The Edmonton Oilers won 3 straight to bring it back, and Florida won Game 7. What are we doing here? We don't need constant Game 7 moments. We need to build up to Game 7. This is like, oh my god, dude, it drives me up a wall. It drives me up a wall. Why they think this format is so good. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Undeserving champion after undeserving champion. Like, let's go through the list of champions in this format. Kevin Harvick in 2014, in my opinion, should have gone to Jeff Gordon, but he was in the top 3 of those drivers that year, so fair enough. Let's give it to Harvick. Fair enough. Kyle Busch. As some of you know, I'm a Kyle Busch fan. So, and here I am with a Chase Elliott shirt on. But Kyle Busch should not have won the championship in 2015. That should have been, honestly, it probably should have been Logano or Kevin Harvick in that season. Harvick came second, and we all know why Joey Logano didn't win the championship in 2015. That's honestly the only year you can argue that Joey Logano deserved to win some sort of a championship. That's the only year you can argue. The only year you can argue for Logano. 2016. Do you really think Jimmy Johnson should have won the championship that year? Not in my book. That year should have been Kevin Harvick's, in my opinion. And if it wasn't Kevin Harvick, probably Carl Edwards. And Steve Phelps, I want you to think about why Carl Edwards retired from the sport. 2017. Fair enough. 2017 crowned the deserving champion. No one was stopping Martin Truex Jr. in that year. Happy retirement, Martin Truex Jr. He got the pole. I mean, I'm sure he'll race in the 500 depending on how the 2311 lawsuit goes, but all the best, MTJ, man. Dude's a legend. Wish him all the best. 2018. You really think Joey Logano deserved to win 2018? The big 3 and me? Really? You really think Logano deserved to win that? In my opinion, as long as it was one of those 3, I'd be okay. But the fact Joey Logano won that championship is just sad. 2019. Fair enough. I'd argue Kyle Busch deserved to win that championship. Fair enough. So what? We're at 3 out of 6 years that have a deserving champion. And it gets better. Chase Elliott 2020. Do you really think that Chase... Oh, whoops. The camera messed me up. Chase Elliott deserved to win the championship in 2020? I like Chase Elliott, I really do. But no, Chase Elliott should not have won the 2020 Cup title. If it wasn't Kevin Harvick, it should have been Denny Hamlin. And who was it? It was neither of them. And then, 2021, another deserving champion who lucked out on a late race caution and had his pit crew win it for him over MTJ. Kyle Larson, deserving champion in 2021. 2022, there ain't no way Logano deserved the 2022 title. It was probably the best year, in my opinion, of his titles, but the man didn't get hot until 4 races left in the season. What? He had the first win of the next-gen car at the Coliseum, and then what happened after that? Logano... What races did Logano win in 2022? I know he won Vegas and Phoenix, but there's another one I'm forgetting about. I can't remember which one it is. But, yeah, in my opinion, Elliott should be the 2022 champ. And, I mean, maybe Chastain deserves a shout. Denny Hamlin deserves a shout, probably, but 2023. In my opinion, that should have been William Byron or Kyle Larson. But Ryan Blaney, you know, he got hot when it mattered most, and I mean, he had a pretty damn consistent season, to be honest, to be fair to Blaney. I think Blaney was always up there. Honestly, you could even make a shout for Denny Hamlin 2023, but overall, I think the 2023 champion should have been William Byron. In 2024, in my opinion, should have been Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell, maybe Chase Elliott, maybe, or, well, that honestly, those are the only three. Maybe Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick did look extremely consistent, especially throughout the summer. But that should have been the championship four, in my opinion. Those should have been the drivers who had a shot to win the championship. I would have picked Kyle Larson for this year's championship, personally. But here we are. Another undeserving champion, and this is probably the worst one of the lot. This points format is flawed, it's unforgivable, and NASCAR needs to wake up, smell the roses, and really make some changes to these playoffs. Personally, what I want is we can upgrade the playoffs to 12 races. Look, honestly, we should, in my honest, humble opinion, we should have 9. So, where do we even start? So, round of 12, get rid of 16. 16 drivers in the postseason is stupid. So, round of 12, 3 races. You know, you have your points format, fair enough. Round of 8, another 3 races. Championship round. This is the round of 4 should not ever be decided on one race. Never, ever, ever, ever. The championship should never come down to one race unless there's 2 drivers who are actually in a point situation to go out and win the title. 2011. We can't have 2011 every year, because what made 2011 so special is because it only happened once. What made 1992 so special is because it rarely ever happened. It's just like, I'm so tired. I'm so sick and tired of having undeserving champions at the top of your sport. Like, it's unforgivable. It's unforgivable. And I'll never stop watching because of how much I love this sport, but we really need to wake up and smell the roses here. We really, really need to. It's just, I don't even know what to say. Like, it's unacceptable. This is just unacceptable. I mean, good on Logano. He drove the format how he needed to, and he won the championship. But realistically, Logano could finish dead last in 32 of the races, win 4, and if he won at Phoenix, he'd be a champion. That's pretty much what he did this year. Logano finished with I believe, a 17.8 average finish, which is the lowest average finish of a champion in NASCAR history. We saw what the playoffs have become last weekend. And this just puts the tip on the icing on the cake, I should say. This just says it all. This really, really just says it all. Rant. Let's get into the review, shall we? Well, let's start out with this review. It's this part of the video is probably going to be short-lived because, spoiler alert, it wasn't a very entertaining race on top of that. Oh, did I mention how we need to move the finale back to Miami? But Ty Gibbs had an accident on lap 2. I think him and Reddick got together, which is why he hit the wall, and then he went down on the dogleg apron, got loose. The dogleg apron was a real factor today. Denny Hamlin got loose at one point, and Ty Gibbs just went straight up into the wall. Heavy impact for the 54. Glad he's okay, but what else happened here? Stage 1 was relatively boring other than that. Oh, other than when the pace car decided to drive it into the tire barrels and we had a red flag. Which caution was that for? That might have been the end of the stage 1 caution, I think. It might have been. I can't remember fully, to be honest. I'm not sure which caution that was for. It might have been the stage 1 caution. It honestly might have been. But yeah, then Joey Logano got stage 1. No, wasn't it? I can't remember which caution was for, but not a lot happened. Joey Logano drove to the front in stage. Well, he got the lead from Truex on the restart. he won stage 1, and yeah, it was stage 2 because it was right after pit stops, and the stage 1 was the first pit stop of the day. Logano's pit crew actually let him down a couple of times on occasions because the pit stops were not great. And, I mean, the 24 and the 12's pit crew were definitely shining. Man, I'm just looking at NASCAR's Twitter, man. They were glazing Joey Logano all day. Do they know what their fans want? Like, this is a joke. This is a joke. I don't even know, man. I don't even know. There was a point in stage 2 where Christopher Bell was the dominant car, but you could tell Blaney had the fastest car all day. It was going to be tough to beat that 12 team, especially on the long run. That 12 car on the long run was pretty goddamn unstoppable. He drove around the outside of Christopher Bell. He took the lead, and that's what gave Ryan Blaney the stage 2 win. You could tell the Penske cars were the class of the field. Byron and Reddick were pretty well going to need a miracle. Reddick did make one crazy move, I believe was at the midpoint of stage 2 or the start of stage 3, where he like sent it to the outside 5 wide, and there was almost like a 10-car pile up on the back stretch. In my opinion, it's still the front stretch. I have no idea why they decided to move this pack straightaway over there, but I don't even know, man. But yeah, Logano, he definitely had the better short run car, I'll say that. He was able to drive around Blaney on every short run possible, so that gave Logano the advantage. And then pit stops started to happen. Pretty well everyone comes down pit road but the 24 team, and so they're waiting it out. And as soon as Byron makes his pit stop, the lap he comes out at, Zane Smith blows a tire, he's into the wall. We have our final restart of the day with 50 to go, and the 22 restarted 5th. He gets the lead. He's cleared. Blaney's still in 5th, trying to get past the 5, the 24, and the 20. He does get past all of them eventually, but the 12 has clean air with 20 laps to go. He gets to the 22. He just doesn't have the opportunity to give him the bumper and make a move. And yeah, Joey Logano wins the race and the championship. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen. This is... happy thoughts. La 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 la, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. Oh my god, dude, I just can't, bro. I just can't with this sport sometimes. This sport is so great up until... for about 34 races, because BS always seems to happen at Martinsville, and the tip on the iceberg of manufactured drama and entertainment over pure sport takes over. So congratulations, Joey Logano, and time to wake up, Phelps and O'Donnell. It's time to wake up. Well, taking a look at your finishing results here, Joey Logano does end up getting the win, followed by Ryan Blaney, William Byron, Kyle Larson, and Christopher Bell. Tyler Reddick finishes 6th, followed by Bubba Wallace. Man, good day for 2311, considering they were pretty much irrelevant the whole day. Well, Tyler Reddick was in the top 10 the whole day, but he just didn't have the cars championship competitors had. Chase Elliott, Chris Buescher, Daniel Suarez mounted the top 10. Denny Hamlin, that's actually kind of funny. Denny Hamlin finishes 11th with car number 11 on FedEx's last race. That is kind of wild. Now I get into the Stewart-Haas boys, because Noah Gragson is Stewart-Haas Racing's his highest finisher on their final race. Austin Cindric, Alex Bowman, Brad Keselowski, Harrison Burton, Martin Truex Jr. in his final career start ends up 17th, followed by Carson Hocevar, Ross Chastain, Todd Gilliland, Kyle Busch, Eric Jones, Daniel Hemrick, Josh Berry, Derek Crouch, Jimmy Johnson, did I say Austin Dillon? Austin Dillon finished 27th, and it was Justin Haley, Chase Briscoe, John Hunter Nemechek, Michael McDowell, Corey LaJoie, Ricky Stenhouse, who did have a almost wreck at one point, Kaz Grala, JJ Yaley, Chad Fincham, Ryan Preece, Jeb Burton, who was, my god, that guy was slow, Zane Smith, and Ty Gibbs, who were done and out of the race. Now, you pretty well already know my thoughts on the championship. I mean, congrats on Logano, but you're an undeserving champion for the 3rd time. That's not your fault. That's NASCAR's fault. But Tyler Reddick, I would have loved to seen him win the championship just to stick the middle finger to NASCAR and have Denny Hamlin and Michael Jordan lift the owner's title while they're suing them. That would have been the funniest thing ever. But that would have definitely awoken NASCAR to change the format. That definitely would have done it. But, oh well, what can you do? And, yeah, just wasn't Tyler Reddick's race. I didn't figure it would be, but it is what it is. Same goes to William Byron. If you're facing Team Penske in the championship race at Phoenix, look out. It's probably not going to be good for you because they're always mid till about, September, and then they just seem to go on a hot streak. You only need to show up for the playoffs, and that's what Team Penske do. So, if it wasn't for Team Penske, probably William Byron would be this year's champ. I honestly think he deserves to win a championship after last year, but who deserves anything in championships anymore? The championships have become so irrelevant at this point. You're devaluing your own product, and this is what happens, man. This is exactly what happens when you devalue your own format. But, yeah, William Byron does get third place in this year's championship. Ryan Blaney comes up a close second, and yeah, it would have been pretty cool to see Blaney go back-to-back. It would have been the first time someone went back-to-back since Jimmy Johnson in 2010. Like, that's pretty crazy to think about. The last time we've seen a driver go back-to-back is because, was when Jimmy Johnson did that 5-peat, which is pretty crazy to think about. If Jimmy Johnson doesn't win 5 in a row and then wins that sixth championship in 2013, we probably don't have the playoffs right now. And God, why did Jimmy have to win a 6? Well, at least so close after his 5 in a row. Like, God damn, man. God damn. NASCAR, man, wake up. But yeah, I mean, good for Blaney. He was second best of the Penske cars. I thought he had the better car, but Logano's able to make that car wide. He's one of the best at playing defense, one of the best drivers in the sport. You know, it is what it is. And yeah, congrats on exposing the format once again, Joey Logano. Well, time for a Phoenix review. Definitely not a get you out of your seat kind of race, but overall, the season finale 500, or whatever the hell it's called, championship race 500, NASCAR Cup Series championship, 65%. I almost fell asleep in stage 2, and yeah, no, this isn't a race I'll be going to watch back. I mean, only Joey Logano fans will be going back to watch this race, and yeah, congrats to the 22 team. Congrats to them. You're 2024 NASCAR Cup Series champions. Time to fix the format. That'll bring the boom. Costco, guys. Double chunk chocolate. There you go. That's what I need to solve for therapy. I just need a double chunk chocolate cookie to solve my problems of Joey Logano being a NASCAR champion. Oh my Jesus Christ. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the NASCAR 2025 or 2024 season, make sure you leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're new, leave a note or drop the notifications on as well so you never miss an upload. Don't forget to join the Patreon for early access to all my content and so much more. The post-race reviews will most certainly be back in 2025. I've enjoyed doing them a lot throughout this 2024 season. I mean, I do have my moments when I'm not able to get these races or these reviews out immediately. I mean, I like going to the track. I like doing things outside of my house on Sundays. I mean, there's a lot going on in the boys' world, so I always try to get them out to you guys as fast as I can. All my subscribers, you guys are the most loyal fans in the business. I can't thank every single one of you enough. I salute you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And if you just watch these post-race reviews, I will see you in 2025. Take care, and peace!